Hello, precious people. Here we are together. It's another fresh day, and I'm so thankful you're here with me. I'm so thankful for your irreplaceable light and the wisdom and joy that you bring into the world. This day is a gift. I am going to use this gift to grow myself and to learn and grow and become more aware and a better person and more happy. That's what I'm using this day for. So hopefully you can join me on my trip today. So how I'm going to open this day with kindness and curiosity and learn and grow. So let's check in with ourselves. Grab your nearest drink. Let's do this together. We're going to connect through the computer here, through the screen. What are you drinking today? Hopefully you had your water already. If not, pause the video, go grab your water right now. It's so important. Okay, let's take a deep breath together. Also, this centers you, gets you ready for this information, and it gets me ready. You know, everything I do here that I'm doing for you, I'm doing for myself as well. So let's do this breath together. Man, that's so good. So, how are you feeling? Did you feel anything? I felt like this deep breath that I've been working on lately, and it just brought me into the moment too. I love it. Okay, what I want to talk today about is this book from the library. It's funny because through researching for my other videos, I came across, and so I ordered it from the library, got it, opened it, and realized I've already listened to this audiobook, The Courage to be Disliked. So, we live in a world that keeps us hooked on validation. We measure our worth by likes, approvals, the opinions of others, and that traps us in this cage of people pleasing. But what if true happiness isn't being liked by everyone? It's having the courage to be disliked. I want to dive into this book today, and it's based on psychological insights of Alfred Adler, and you'll use these insights to discover how letting go of other people's expectation can unlock this immediate freedom. You will feel this freedom once you can just let go of other people's expectations. So if you've spent any time on social media or walking through life, you understand how exhausting it is to navigate this social landscape. There's this unspoken pressure to perform, to fit in, to make sure everyone around you approves of who you are, how you live, and what you even think. So we end up carrying this invisible backpack that's just stuffed with other people's expectations. I mean, it can be complete strangers even, family, your church expectations, your friends, your neighbors, your community that you're a part of. And believe me, it's draining. It's causing this persistent anxiety in your life that robs you of joy and being present-minded. So I want to unbuckle that backpack, drop it to the floor, and explore the profound insights that we find in this book. It's Japanese, the Japanese phenomenon that shows you how to change your life and achieve real happiness. I love it. I love it. I love the idea of it. I explored this. I heard the audiobook a couple of years ago. I was really going through stuff at the time. I had just quit a job where it was the most disrespectful workplace I've ever been in. And believe me, I worked at the airport in every single job. Didn't compare to this. And it's people who are supposed to be loving and kind to each other. And it was awful. So I had to let go of other people's expectations, other people's liking of me, trying to prove myself that I made the right decision, or I was being hurt, or whatever. I trying to figure out And then I got to the point where I'm like, I can't do that. I can't control other people's thoughts about me. I I can't try to get this person who is tormenting me to be nice to me. It was really eye-opening, and this book really helped me through that time. So hopefully if you're going through anything like that, you can learn something that will help you today. So the basis of this book, it's a school of thought founded by Alfred Adler, and his message is simple, radical, and profoundly liberating. Your past doesn't define you, your trauma doesn't control you, and your happiness is entirely your own responsibility. So, I want to look at just the top things out of this book that stood out to me, and find out why being disliked by some is actually the ultimate sign that you're living your authentic life and full of freedom. So, let's look at the first massive paradigm shift that this book introduces. Most of modern psychology operates on a concept called etiology. I don't know if you've heard that word before. Etymology is like the origin of words. Etiology is the study of something that causes something else. This Freudian idea is that your past traumas, your childhood environment, even your past mistakes are the cause of who you are today. It treats the human mind like falling dominoes. Like once it's tipped over, you have no escape from it. And that's why you're so anxious and stuck today. I have a hybrid philosophy that kind of includes that. I think that all those traumas and things that you experience, your mistakes, kind of create your programming. And at times your automatic responses to things are based on that programming. But it doesn't make you who you are. I absolutely reject that. Alfred Adler rejects this completely. He introduced a new concept called teleology, the study of purpose. He argues that we're not determined by our past experiences, but by the meaning we choose to give those experiences. He suggests we often hold on to our current negative state, like anxiety or a fear of failure, because they serve an unconscious purpose. And that I do believe too, and I've learned about that through the therapy procedure I went through with my therapist called IFS, Internal Family Systems. So you're looking at the origin of things and the purpose of your reactions, the parts of yourself that are reacting to certain situations. There's a purpose. So an example, if I tell myself I'm too anxious to apply for this dream job based on past failures, my anxiety is actually serving me to protect me from the vulnerability of trying and failing again. But if you shift from the etiology to the teleology, your whole worldview changes. You can realize your past is not a prison sentence. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday or even 10 years ago. What matters is the goal you're choosing to pursue right now. In this, and that's again, being present-minded, being in the moment, being right now. What is this purpose? What is this meaning of what you're doing right now? So, let's look at the absolute crown jewel of the book. It's a practical tool that can dissolve about 90% of your relational stress, the stress in your relationships. It's called the separation of tasks. The authors argue that, because it has two authors to this book, they argue that almost all interpersonal relationship troubles stem from intruding on other people's tasks or having other people intrude on yours. To fix this, you ask yourself a simple question. Whose task is this? That is my favorite that is my favorite part of this book, and it's called Discard Other People's Tasks. Let go of someone else's task. But let me read a little bit more here. So, how someone else feels about you, what they think about your choices, which is what I was battling a couple years ago, whether or not they like you even, is their task. That's not my task. That's not your task. Let them kind of thing. Have you heard that before? Let them. You have zero control over their mind, over their filters, over their emotional responses. Your task is simply to live your life with kindness, integrity, and authenticity. How liberating is that? I mean, I spent my whole life going back to people months later and apologizing for something that was just eating me up. And I'm like, they must think I'm this way. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to say that in such a way that hurt them. So I'm beating myself up. What? There's no use. There's no use, no benefit in any of that. Trying to win people's friendship or earn people's anything or trying to make them think something of you when you have no control. That's their task. That's their task. It's the freedom of being disliked. It doesn't mean you're going around being a jerk to everyone. You really live your life with kindness, integrity, and authenticity. Try to be yourself at all times and accept that you are yourself and accept that some people aren't going to like you. It's so liberating, honestly. I was beating myself up after I quit this job, trying to get everyone to think and like and accept my decision to leave. And I'm like, oh, whoa, drop, get that backpack, take those straps off and throw that backpack as far away from you as possible. Don't twist yourself into a pretzel trying to fulfill someone else's expectations. So, this deep psychological model shares a beautiful natural rhythm with the timeless spiritual truths about community and humbleness. So, Adler notes that as long as we view our relationship as vertical, meaning we look at life as if we're looking at life as a competition where other people are above us or below us, we'll always live in this state of comparison, envy, and pride. Instead, we're looking at trying to cultivate those horizontal relationships. This is a belief that though we have different roles and different strengths, the body has different parts. We've heard that in the Bible. We're all fundamentally equal and we're walking together on this same level plane. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. We're all just in this together. We're all fighting for our survival. So, this perfectly mirrors the biblical design for community. So, in Galatians 1:10, Paul writes, am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? Because if I were trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. So the separation of tasks that I talk about, that's their task. I have my task to be a good person, to be friendly, kind, loving. They have their task to manage their thoughts about me. I don't have that task. It frees your soul to stop serving this false idol of human approval, and it lets you anchor your identity in the Creator as a child of God instead. Yes! Woo! I want to get my shout on. Furthermore, Adler, it's this philosopher I was talking about, who developed the theories that this book bases its dialogue on. It's about developing a community feeling. So when I'm saying you don't have to care about or manage someone else's tasks, I'm not saying you're an island onto your own. Shifting your mindset from what will this person give me to how can I contribute to the well-being of people in my community. It develops this true confidence that doesn't come from being praised by others. It comes from this quiet internal gratitude of knowing that you're valuable. You have a service you can offer to the world no one else can. I don't know how to explain how deeply this touched me. Ooh. Honestly, I might get up and just start dancing around. This is the freedom you can feel when you finally drop the expectations of other people and trying to manage how other people think about you. Freedom. Let's see. Yes, you're a serving participant in the world around you. So, what I hope you take away from this, what I took away from this book, is that as the architect of my own mindset, my own life, I don't have to live my life looking at the past or feeling anxious by projecting into this future dictated by other people's opinions. I don't have to. I don't know if I'm saying this clearly enough. Life is not a straight line to this distant destination. Life is a series of moments, like beautiful, spontaneous dance. As long as you're dancing fully in the now, it doesn't matter where it ends, and it doesn't matter who's judging you from the sidelines. I love it. Task separation. Because honestly, when I heard this audiobook, we were on a drive up to Savannah, Georgia, I believe, my husband and we listened to the audiobook together in the car. And I completely forgot all about that. And I didn't know that's what this was when I got it from the library. Then as soon as I opened it, I went to my favorite part. That was, let me find it again. Discarding other people's tasks. I love it. You have to know what's your responsibility, what you should be having control over, and what is not your responsibility. So my homework for today or this week is to practice the task separation. Sometime when you feel a wave of worry about an interaction, an email, or family dynamics, pause and draw a clear boundary line. Say to yourself, doing my best is my task. How they respond is their task. Oh, I've already had this yesterday. I wrote a thank you card to someone. And they had written me a birthday card asking for my phone number, asking to connect on that level. And I have not connected with this person on that level for several years. And I could have been like, okay, they asked for it, I'll just give them my phone number. No, I wrote my thank you card back. I said, hey, you have my husband's number. Call anytime. I'll be nearby and I'll say howdy. You know, I wrote that. I'm like, call anytime. You already have our number. So this person's trying to have access directly to me when I have controlled access to me by this person through my husband. And so I didn't try to explain why I'm not allowing them access in my letter. I'm just like, hey, when you call my husband next time, you know, ask to say hi to me and I'll be happy to respond. Thank you for the birthday card. So kind, so thoughtful of you. And when she gets this thank you card back, how she responds and thinks of me is outside of my control. That's her task. So let all these truths wash over your mind. Breathe out that heavy static of validation seeking and breathe in this pure wonder of being exactly who you were created to be. If anything I said today sparked a thought, why don't you leave a comment or a like? Every day is a chance to learn and grow and become more of the wonderful person you are. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Let's do this together. So, the world is better with your light in it. And just know, you can have a great day. The rest of the day can be amazing. It can be. You can look at this day and have a beautiful day. That's what I hope for you. So just remember, you're the Lord's precious ones. Okay, bye-bye.